So it's August 21st, 2024. I want to take pictures of people when I'm going out and just watching this, what they're buying, the obesity, but out of privacy and just obviously having common sense, I'm not going to do it. But it's almost like you can't believe what in the world is going on. There is something really wrong, okay? I think everybody knows that by now with what's going on. Food addiction with carbs and sugar, what's happening, just incredible. I mean, they're saying 41% of Americans are obese, like obese. I don't know what obese is, like 300 plus pounds, I guess. Of course, it depends on the height and all that, but so we've got, let's say 40%, right? So to keep math pretty simple, let's say we got 400 million people in US. I know it's less, but we don't know because we got open borders. So let's say 400 million people, right? So 10%, what, 40 million, and then 80, 120, 160 million Americans roughly are obese. 160 million Americans. And I believe that's the case because, like I said, when I'm going out, when I see it, what's going on, and what they're selling, when you read ingredients on these packages, and I was not paying attention to any of that until I got into, of course, food business, and I started doing carnivore in January. I'm not full carnivore by any means. I was in January, but I'm about 70-80% carnivore. I throw some carbs here and there or a little bit of fruit, but for the most part, I'm eating, like, for instance, hamburgers without any bread unless my wife bakes it with bromine-free flour, because bromine is just another poison. Because there is no way, I don't care how much you eat. I mean, you literally got to sit at home all day long to look like that. So it's got to be something really sinister going on, what they're putting in food. And then, of course, leads to addiction to look like that. It's very sad. And then on top of that, speaking of food industry, we've got restaurants closing down, like across the country. It's crazy. Okay, Applebee's closed down. I don't know how many locations now. Chili's, I think about 20 locations, which is not alarming number, but they started. We know Boston Market closed down. Red Lobster. There is a Rubio's, Coastal Grill. They've been just, if not completely shut down across the country or close to it. Now Chili's starting to report closing down locations. So why is it like places like, let's just say Red Lobster? Of course, this is not high-end restaurant, right? But it's also not considered fast food like McDonald's, right? Chili's, I believe, same thing. It's not fast food, even though a lot of stuff there, it's like fast food, just way more expensive and all that. Applebee's closing down, because it is kind of like in that sweet spot that it used to be a sweet spot in between really bad food and super cheap to some decent meal that is a little bit more money. And then now we've got places like McDonald's, Burger King, charging as much as, like, let's say Roadhouse Steakhouse, like $15, $12 for a value meal, and you can get like the same thing at these other places because they're just trying to stay relevant. They're just trying to stay open. So is fast food just taking over? And how long are they going to have all the people coming in? I mean, they're going to have to drop prices. I mean, they're going to have $2 meals. I mean, you got all this obesity happening and people addicted to fast food restaurants. Minimum wage has been increased and all that. So restaurants have to increase now prices of food to offset the cost for labor. I mean, it's just common sense, but obviously there is no common sense anywhere anymore. Like, I don't even know where to start. I mean, you can look this up yourself. Just type in whatever search engine you're using and look up since, let's say, June of 2024. So just going back to the beginning of summer, how many restaurants have closed down in United States? And they are saying, the suits in charge, the freaks in charge are saying that we are in a booming economy. There is no way that all these restaurants are closing down. Look at automotive industry. Look what's going on with all the layoffs from GM and across the board. We're talking like thousands and thousands of jobs, and these are pretty good jobs. Some of them are solid jobs, like mechanics that were making like, I don't know, more than service industry jobs in really good dealerships and all that. They had good health insurance, whatever else comes in that package, gone. I'm just pointing out what is really going on, like I have been from day one. I've been saying that you need to stack up on food. You need to grow your own food. You don't have to support farm-to-table businesses like Independent Sark or so many other small businesses. But you got to do something. You got to grow your own food, or you need to do better food planning, or everybody's just going to be broke. I mean, you're looking at $45, $50 for family of 3, if it's only one kid, to go out for lunch. And that's like on the low end. I mean, you guys let me know down below. I mean, is there like, wait, are people just ordering like just one cheeseburger with no drink, no fries, and you can get by with like $5? I mean, I don't know, because I don't see it. Okay, and I'm always, as you guys can tell, driving around, and I'm not gonna say boots on the ground, but let's say tires on the road. I mean, I'm going through small towns, big towns, large cities. I see it all. Okay, because I chose, this is slightly off subject, not to fly since 2019, late 2019, not because I was scared of the, health event. I just didn't want to deal with anyone telling me I need to wear a mask, have certain things injected into my body to go from Arkansas to New York or whatever. I'm either not going to go. If I have to go, I'll drive. Okay? Or I'm not going to go. That's what I wanted to do. So I'm just kind of training myself not to be dependent on the establishment as much as possible. So I haven't been on the plane since December of 2019. And the only time I will get on the plane, if it's some kind of crazy emergency, hopefully not, or if I decide to go back to Europe, I will fly. But I don't have plans for that anytime soon. I kind of prefer to do things the way I control as much as I can. Let me know what you guys think, and look this up yourself. Like I said, this is just really beyond sad and alarming, which means we are looking at the domino effect of this, restaurant closures, including small business shutdowns, etc. All right, I'm out.